right, I got for you today one of the most interesting, iconic figures in the Tampa Bay area. You won't believe your eyes. None other than Mr. Reginald Roundtree. Yes, Reggie is going to be on the show today. Listening to his candid answers and responses. Unreal. He even said some things I didn't know about him, and I thought I knew everything. So, without further ado, I think we should get to this interview and listen to the poolside chat with Reginald Roundtree, I call it. Here we go. Good afternoon, golf fans. B-Man, that's right, bmangolftti.
TTI.
Sitting out on the barranca with one of Tampa Bay's most well-constructed and well-known news anchors of all time.
I don't know about that.
Of all time, Mr. Reginald Roundtree. Reggie, how are you today?
Doing well. Beautiful day out here on the golf course at Dunedin, a historic golf course, and I love playing out here.
Wow. Well, you know, you're so famous, I don't know where to begin with you, what question. But I'm going to ask you the same three questions that I ask everybody that sits in front of this camera.
All right, go ahead.
The first question is, how old was Reginald Roundtree when he first started playing golf?
I think 8 or 9. My father taught me how to play. He did it very systematically. And by that I mean, he took me to the driving range to learn my clubs, my grip, my swing, things of that nature.
Okay.
That was about 6 or 8 months, almost a year.
Yeah.
Then we graduated to playing par threes, which I so look forward to.
All right.
To playing par threes. Right now I can smell the grass and the morning dew when I used to go to the par three to play there. I played there for about a year.
All right.
Learned my 7 irons, my wedges, long irons, things of that nature. And then after I reached a level of proficiency to play the game, we then went to the bigger courses, and that's when I started hitting the drivers and the 3-woods and things of that nature.
All right, pretty good. Now, after learning, and you've been playing a lot of years,
yeah.
What has golf meant to Mr. Roundtree all these years?
Well, it's agony and pain, but also a love for the game. If you don't dedicate the time and effort to perfect your swing and your game and things of that nature, and you don't get any better and you shoot 100 for the next 10 years, then you're not really learning the game. If you learn the game, learn your clubs, learn what you're supposed to do, you'll see a gradual increase in proficiency and lower scores.
Okay.
I don't know everything about the game, but I do know a lot about the game, and I know when things are wrong, when things are right, when you're swinging right, things of that nature. And you have to have that, otherwise it's not going to be an enjoyable game. It's going to be frustration. And then that's where you see guys throwing clubs and breaking clubs and angry. This is not a place to come and be angry. It's a place to come and enjoy.
Wow. You said something once to me, and I'm really going back maybe 24 or 5 years back. If your brain is working like mine, you could help me out.
I'm not as old as you, but go ahead.
I know, but you said something to me that made a lot of sense. You said you get to know what kind of person.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that?
I'll tell you. You go play golf with somebody for 18 holes.
Yeah.
A friend, a new friend, an old friend, or whatever.
Yeah.
During those 18 holes, you will find out a lot about their, number one, personality.
Yeah.
What type of person they are.
Yeah.
Are they positive, negative? Are they an easygoing person, or are they a fanatic? I don't like fanatics. I don't like angry people on the golf course. Everybody hits a bad shot. But when you hit the good shot, understand what you've done, how'd you do that, and try to repeat that. This is not a place to come and be angry for 4.5 hours. Go find something else. Go learn how to stitch. Go play cricket or something like that. This is a place to come and enjoy and develop your game.
You are so true with that one. Now, in your time of learning, I know your dad taught you and things like that, and you've seen some pros along the way. What tip would Reggie Roundtree give a golfer, say a beginner golfer, intermediate golfer, or even an advanced golfer? What tip would you give them about golf?
Number one, don't go spend a bunch of money on clubs. Clubs have nothing to do with it. It's your training, it's your swing, it's your stance. You have to develop yourself before you go spend $1,200 for a set of clubs. That's not going to do you a damn good a difference. I can go play with a women's set of $99 clubs and beat the hell out of 50% of the people I play. It's about learning the game, how you play, what type of clubs you need, or whatever. It's not the amount you spend, it's the amount of time on the driving range to understand the clubs you have and what you can do. Then you'll see an immediate improvement.
There you go. Well, I truly enjoyed that information. I know the viewers that watch are going to love it the same way. Can you speak to what you're doing now?
I'm just listening to you.
No.
You've been my swing coach for the past 20 years. Is it still on?
Yeah.
You've been my swing coach for the past 20 years.
No, I understand.
We're good friends, but you understand the game. You understand the mechanics. Once you understand the mechanics and you then give that to your students, then they can work on the good stuff and stop doing the bad stuff. Once you do that, then you'll see improvement. Otherwise, if you go out and play twice a month, drink a bunch of beers, go out there with your $3,000 Callaways, I'll take your money every time. Every time. You have to dedicate the time and effort to make yourself better.
No, I appreciate that.
True.
I really do. I was speaking more to, if you can speak a little bit to what you're doing now as far as you're on the radio,
right,
5 days a week. I mean, that's a hard thing to do.
On the radio? No, it's not. It's 2 hours a day, 8:20 a.m., 5 days a week. It's a great talk show. I'm with BL. With Nancy Alexander, and we're having a good time. We just talk, casual talk, like we're talking now. It might be important, it might be news of the day, or it might just be just jibber jabber. But we talk and enjoy, and we try to enlighten people's day for 2 hours each and every day, Monday through Friday on 8:20 a.m.
Well, you speak to it like it's not that much.
No,
I mean, you're coming from 30 plus years.
Yeah, I could do the show blindfolded.
Yep.
It doesn't matter.
And BL had a show early on that was extremely popular. The Sports Chicks.
Yeah.
So you guys have got a whole, I would say at least 60 years, 70 years of talent on this radio show. I just wanted you to bring that up.
Absolutely. There's no other radio talk show in the market that has that kind of experience or that kind of talent. So eventually people are going to realize 8:20 a.m.
And it is entertaining, folks. He is not kidding. Reggie, I appreciate your time. I know you're chomping at the bit to get out there and hit some. And
quit screwing around with this.
All right, I'll stop.
All right, stop.
That was Reginald Roundtree, everybody. The man of Tampa Bay. You could never forget that name or face. I guarantee you.
Bada boom.
Hey, Ryan, you work here?
You know, if you go to Reggie's Facebook, you'll see all kind of golf things that he does. I don't know how to fix that swing of his. He's got that little leap. It must be a leap of faith on his golf ball, because He's got to be the only one that knows where that ball is going. Well, that was a good chat with him. I'm glad you're able to see it. So, like B-Man will always say, Reggie, putt him like you own him and rock the baby.